We have had excellent weather this May in Effingham County, Illinois. That led the Beckman brothers, second cutting wheat hay, grass hay, and alfalfa to be ready for cutting all at the same time. They have 5 days to get it done before the next big chance of rain. And let me tell you, Gerard listens to the forecast more than any sane man should. He knows from 1 hour to the next if the chance of rain increased from 20 to 25%. But in all fairness, he does make his daily and weekly plans based on the forecast. Here, Randy is disc binding or cutting this wheat hay. Tomorrow, Donnie will ted it. They'll let it dry a day or so, and then they'll rake it and bale it. This hay will get stored in the barns, and Randy will mix it in with his alfalfa and grain. They'll use the wheat hay as roughage for the dairy cows. By now it's mid-afternoon and Randy's really clipping along out here. You can see he still has a large part of the field to go. This is very lush looking. It's really nice looking wheat hay, and it's going to make some excellent bales. It's the same afternoon, May 27th, and Gerard is across the road from the dairy farm in this pasture, and he's tedding hay. This is grass hay, second cutting, and it will go into the big square bales and also get stored in the barns. This hay is primarily used for the older calves and heifers. This is the tedder starting up, and we're getting a closer shot here just so that you can see how it really fluffs up the hay. It allows it to dry faster, and then it'll be able to be raked in a day or so. It's the following evening, May 28th. You see here the second cutting grass hay laying out on the 2 west pastures. What I wasn't able to show were the other fields with wheat hay and alfalfa that are ready as well. What you see here is this pad of lime that they're going to be putting the wrapped alfalfa on. And they've got the bale wrapper all set up and ready to go for tomorrow. It's the evening of May 29th. The guys have been busy with this second cutting alfalfa. I wish you could smell the hay through the camera. It is so sweet and fresh, you can just tell it's high quality. The bale wrapping is almost finished for the evening. Here we have a young man named Coy Hewing who runs his bale wrapping business for local farmers. Each bale is wrapped and sealed airtight. These bales can be stored outside for a year, and in a year, they should be just as fresh as the day they were wrapped. So why wrap all the bales? Well, the first cutting alfalfa went into haylage, which the Beckman brothers store in long tubular plastic bags to keep fresh. The haylage is fed to the cows more in the wintertime. What is in these wrapped bales is actually called baleage, and baleage has a higher moisture content, like 40 to 50% as opposed to dry hay. There are several important advantages to baleage. First, it can be cut one day and baled the very next, since you want a higher moisture content. So, it can be done in between weather systems. Second, baleage spares all the leaves of the alfalfa plant because it doesn't get dry and crack off. The leaves are higher in protein, and that means not needing as much grain and therefore saving on grain cost. Coy has already wrapped all of these bales. They kind of remind me of giant loaves of Wonder Bread. Here comes the bread man. And as you can see, Randy has a lot of pickups to do. From pickup to drop-off, it takes Randy an average of 1 minute and 45 seconds to stack each bale. I think he's going to be at it for quite a while. It's May 31st, and Gerard is finishing up with the baling. It has been non-stop the past 5 days. Yesterday and today, they baled close to 900 bales. I think that's a new record. It was all hands on deck to get this and the daily milking and feeding done. Neighbors, nephews, wives, brothers, they all need to be recognized. It took a lot of people to accomplish this. A special thanks goes to our neighbor and friend Roy Kramer for using his baler and helping bale 285 wheat hay bales. Got to come out here and pick these up.
One of the other guys will come out with a skid loader and probably a truck and a wagon or a tractor and a wagon, or they'll bring the big flatbed trailer.
They were finishing up, not finishing, they still had about 20 or maybe, yeah, Ben and Jack.
And then they got 9 bales out there on shoulders out on the, by the timber out there. I just got the bale in there. Spread some fertilizer on some of this hay ground when we just did bale, so that way to grow back quicker. And then also I need to open some ditches up on that field by Randy's trailer a bunch of machinery away yet. Shut things up. It's supposed to be raining by sunrise tomorrow morning.
So after this windrow, then
I gotta go back and do the two little pieces back here. It's been a
very
good
busy.
last few days. Busy, but get a lot of this stuff done.
Did Roy help you guys again today?
No.
Roy Kramer.
Roy Kramer, yes, he baled another 160 today. He did 124 yesterday and 161 today.
His using his baler so that you guys can use this one, or
It
what?
was, if we wanted to have him, I maybe would have barely got it done yesterday and today because
Okay, I'm gonna get out.
you're talking 900 bales in 2 days. That's about more than you can get done with one baler.
20 to 25 years ago, Beckman Brothers Dairy started using a type of large square baler. Before then, it was all small square bales by the thousands in any given summer. What's the liquid in there?
Preservative in case we got green hay.
Oh, can you put it on there?
Keep it from falling out.
Roller. What does it feel like to be done with that many? Meanwhile, just down the road, the pickup crew is finishing for the evening too. We have our nephew Jack, who is on the skid steer, and brother Ben, who is hauling the bales away. Shown here are a couple of the barns where the bales are stacked and stored.